welcome to my presentation. But first of all, I need to warn everybody that this presentation may contain creepy images that can cause nightmares, so be prepared. So first, let's go through the table of content. First, let's have a quick test, and then we're going to see the differences between creepy and scary. And then we're going to talk about the Uncanny Valley theory, and then we're going to go further. So let's have a quick test, just real quick. So this is a starving lion waiting for you to be its next meal. This situation must be scary, right? What about a venomous spider right in your shirts? Must be scary, right? But what about this thing? So you feel disturbed, even though there is no actual threat. It's just a picture. So the lion, it is scary. Is this thing scary? No, it's not scary. It's creepy. So keep this definition in mind. Scary means there is a threat and you feel scared, and creepy means there is no threat but you feel disturbed for some magical reason. I'll talk about this in detail in the end of my presentation. Now let's talk about the Uncanny Valley theory. I got this graph. On the x-axis, I have familiar, how we think it like a human. It looks like a human or not in our perspective. And on the x-axis, I have human likeness. The actual level of humanity, it looks like human or not. So at 0% human likeness, we don't find it like a human figure, just like a box or some sort of industrial robot or a rusty car. And as it increases, we find it more like a human figure, like these robot toys. So some of you may think, if the human likeness keep going up, we'll find it like a human more and more and more until it reaches a human. But as you reach a little bit more than 50%, the familiar goes down, making us feel kind of disturbed. And as the human likeness keep going up, it gets worse, making us feel creeped out. And as the human likeness go up, the familiar go up again, and make us feel less creeped out. Well, not really, but better than the last one. And at 100%, it's a human. So we call this the Uncanny Valley theory. I have some examples of the Uncanny Valley theory you can see yourself. So who invented this theory? Professor Mori did this first in 1978, and he did that again, and it's recorded. And here's one of his slides about the graph. It's more detailed than mine, right? But I'm not talking about this one. I'm talking about the two questions I included. For the design issue, I predict it is possible to create a safe level of affinity by deliberately pursuing a non-human design. Or for the science issue, why were we equipped with this eerie sensation? Is it essential for human beings? Let's answer the first one. A robot may look uncanny when human and non-human elements are mixed. Simply speaking, a robot speaking synthetic voice and a human speaking human voice is less eerie than a robot speaking human voice and a human speaking synthetic voice. Risk of uncanny. We can decrease the risk of uncanny by making a non-human robot like this one, but it's still cute. Or if we try to make a human robot, we have two problems. The first one is we'll end up with an uncanny robot like this one, or we're gonna crash the clone devaluation effect, which states that some people don't like clones of humans. They don't like clones of ours. So it's better to do the first method. Let's answer the second question. Mortality salience. Our brains always think that one day all of us gonna die, so our brain always think about death. And when our brain sees this picture, for example, our brain will think about a dead person or a corpse or something, thereby making us creeped out. Pathogen avoidance. Throughout history, we've experienced a lot of pandemics like the flu or the COVID-19. So when our brains receive this picture, for example, Our brain will think about illnesses or a sick person, also making us creeped out. Violation of human norms. For example, when our brain receives this picture or sees a robot acting not like a human, our brain will think it's just nearly human, and that means not a human, and our brain will make us creeped out. And even the entity acts 99.999% like a human, our brain still creeps out, and I think the scientists will answer this soon. Due to the difficulty in determining what category an entity belongs to, simply speaking, our brain is always struggling to figure out something is safe or danger, thereby thinking it's uncanny. Or between the mountain of no threat and danger, our brain is always struggling to figure out two definitions, thereby creating the valley of creepy. So there's a quick way you can test out the uncanny valley right in your home. First, draw a face like this one, and then draw another one, but you fill in the pupils, and you can see the differences yourself. And this test also ends my presentation. Thanks for listening.